What's going on, everybody? This is Jeff with AltCoin Buzz. So, just putting out this video here, letting you guys know, be on the lookout for some more China FUD. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt coming out of Asia. Uh, the Asian countries are dealing with some issues with criminal activity in cryptocurrency, and they're also dealing with some of the ways to regulate their citizens' contributions to cryptocurrency so that it doesn't become detrimental to their overall stability. I guess you could call it that. Whatever alternative reasons, I don't know. Maybe you could drop a comment on why you think the government would be so against allowing their citizens to exchange their yuan or renminbi for cryptocurrency. In China, it's already been outlawed, but China just still keeps figuring out a way to get more and more clamped down a little bit tighter, right? We're seeing that also with Korea. Japan has yet to fall victim to that, but who knows at this point what will happen? I mean, what kind of pressures can come into this? But if we just look at on Twitter some of the stuff that we've talked about, I've been searching the Korea crypto band, trying to stay on top of it that way. But if we look at this post, it was posted China FUD, AltCoin Army. It's morning time in Asia. Be on the lookout for more China FUD. What's your outlook on the market for this evening? So we're opening up the dialogue here. Seriously, we haven't had a week enough this week. Thanks for the heads up. So I said these governments across the pond just can't make up their mind. I guess all we can do is look at the opportunity. FUD has to exist to preserve the bull market. They work hand in hand in some respects. Bring on the FUD because those with the solid tech will rise to the top no matter what the nonsense is spread. I said that's a sensible outlook. It really is. That person's Etienne. You have Royce. Anyone who can't see through the FUD should not be in crypto. You have this South Korean governments. Let's take a look at this this article here posted by Daniel Jimenez on Bitcoin.com. Let's read through it. South Korean government officials have repeatedly been caught insider trading. They sold all of their cryptocurrency holdings and profited just before the regulators announced crypto regulator measures. The country's financial supervisory service is investigating the case, a case of government insider trading. At a meeting of the National Assembly's Committee on Thursday, January 18, the Financial Supervisor Service, FSS, confirmed that employees invested in cryptocurrency and sold them just before the government announced crypto regulatory measures, local media reported. A right-wing party lawmaker said at the meeting, as reported by Jungang, there is intelligence that FSS staff sold all of the virtual currency that they invested in just prior to the announcement of the government measures. So they wrote it up, and then right before the rug got pulled, they cashed out at all-time highs, is what they're saying essentially. So, there is that element where if the market starts booming and everyone else over here in the West, in America and other countries are buying in thinking everything's cool, but there's insiders in a government, any country really, whether it be Korea or China or Japan or the United States or Brazil or whatever, they know that it's getting ready to pull out, so they'll sell, and then everyone else gets left out in the cold while they end up staying warm. So I guess this is a case of insider trading. This is on Bitcoin.com. You can read this article. It's also on Twitter. Daniel Jimenez, he posted it. You can find it on our Twitter. I don't make this stuff up, guys. And that's why I'm saying we're not necessarily out of the woods yet, but it's going to come down to your outlook on the circumstance. How are you looking at this? What's your take on it? And if we go through here and we just update the market cap, let's see where this thing's going. 568, so it's pulling back up. So to those of you who are still eager to get in at great buys, these great buys might stick around and linger for a while. I mean, I don't know how long it's going to take for this stuff with China and Asia to end, especially if they just keep kicking the can around and they keep thinking about it, and every time they talk about it, is it going to always have an effect on the market? You know, that's the kind of stuff that we have to keep an eye on. PBOC official calls for wider ban on Chinese crypto trading report. A senior official of the People's Bank of China is reportedly calling for a wider ban on services related to cryptocurrency trading in the country. So, while it's not clear whether the reported memo will become immediate policy, the news indicates the continuing severe stance by China's top regulators towards curbing cryptocurrency speculation and lowering perceived financial risk in the country. So, for us, we've seen great injections of cash come in from Korea and whatnot, especially into Ripple, where a lot of the Ripple surge was coming from Korea, the Korean won, and some of these other cryptocurrencies like Cardano also got a surge. But when that money came out, a lot of people who bought into Cardano at all-time highs and Ripple at all-time highs got the rug pulled out from underneath them. So you can see that this stuff just doesn't appear to stop with the Asian governments. It's continually ongoing. So so you guys get all excited when Asian countries pump money in, but when they pull money out, you're like, whoa. So this is why we're just saying try not to buy at all-time highs, especially if you see the Korean won driving the price action. And you can see that right here. If you go right to here, you can see most of Ripple's price action is involving KRW, which is Korean won. Actually, almost over 50% of Ripple's price action is related to the Korean won. So that's the more you know. So that's why I'm not really touching Ripple right now. If you do, it's a highly speculative investment because most of this is out of the hands of the U.S. This is not related to the U.S. Even Bitfinex is not an exchange that allows you cannot exchange anything on Bitfinex if you live in the United States. So here's a petition that we've seen. South Korea wants to ban crypto trade while government officials and big banks make millions. So you can see there's some real interesting discussions happening about this Bitcoin volume by currency. If at any point Japan starts to jump in on this government FUD, that would be really nasty because 29% of the volume for Bitcoin, as you can see, is Japanese yen. Ethereum is almost bulletproof is a safer option than Bitcoin in terms of staying away from Asian government FUD. Now, bear in mind, it's not the people of Asia that are doing this, okay? The people of Asia, they're investing in cryptocurrency, and they're having to deal with having to look over their back always because they've got this gray cloud that keeps hovering over their head about whether or not their government is going to allow them to do it or not. And the government is saying, well, we have to be responsible and keep the bad actors in check. So let's go ahead and check out so this is on Twitter, AltCoinBuzz.io, if you want to get that article. And if you want to see what's going on our Instagram, let's see what people on Instagram. China just woke up and I expect more dumping from them. Can companies just move their headquarters like Tron did? Asia keeps effing things up. That's our outlook here. We are coming to save the market. I wanted to drop again to buy more, so he's got a positive outlook. Big Bertha might be completed. It's 5 wave with the China FUD. Full-scale pump, end of Jan, when the so-called regulations will be released. Just hold and wait for the skyrocketing. That's pretty much all you can do. Anna Larry's hold. China can FUD off. Thoughts? I don't know what that is. Don't listen on the market. I'm tired of them playing with my money. You just got to hold, guys. You got to hold this. You got to just hold through the FUD. I mean, I don't know. I mean, Jones got it right. Hodl. I'm in this for the long haul. I understand wanting to go to the moon, but if we hang in there, we all can go to the moon together. Yeah, I mean, some people are looking at it like, well, I'm still waiting to get my Bitcoin on a nice dip. 11,563, you could get Bitcoin right now. It's not quite 10,000, but hey, where are the buying opportunities for you? 570. So, I mean, the market is very volatile. Even now, sitting at 570 billion, we're peeled back off the 840 billion that we had, almost 20 to 30% here. So it's a matter of perspective and a matter of outlook. And what's your outlook and what's your perspective on this? Where's the opportunity for you? Anyways, guys, I just wanted to go over all this. This article's on Forbes.com. Forbes.com also has a Twitter for crypto only. I think it's called Forbes Twitter or Forbes Crypto. So if you don't want to, if you're going to make the trip over to Twitter to get on there, you know, you don't only have to make the trip just for us. You can get on there and follow Forbes. You can follow Litecoin, Satoshi Light, Vitalik, Mike Novogratz, Roger Ver, John McAfee. I mean, there's a whole bunch of people on Twitter that are, you know, Twitter's like, shoot, if you don't already own Twitter stock, you should, right? I mean, that's where we're at with this. Thanks to crypto, Twitter stock must be going up. But anyways, guys, thanks for liking these videos. If you enjoy this content, I appreciate it. It helps get the word out, helps encourage me to keep doing more videos also. So thank you to everyone who's liking the videos. Thank you to everyone who's subscribing to this channel, because that's also encouraging me to keep going. Thank you to everyone who's a part of the notification squad and keeping up to date with us on social media. It's because of you guys that we continue to put this information out there. And I know it's been a tough ride, and we're all hanging in there. Trust me, I'm trying to stay as energetic and enthusiastic about this as I can. Not that I'm a baby or anything, but it is a rough ride because it's a lot of stuff to go through and then you know, report on. And I'm also an investor in this too, so it's interesting. But no, I'm doing great. I'm in good spirits no matter what. I'm looking at the bright side of everything the best that I can. And that's what I've learned over these years, is always try to find the good in everything, or the best outlook you can. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you next time.